As with every subject, it's always important to get to the ground of it and look really deeper into what things really are. After 30 years in the music, I know quite a lot about copyrights, also legally, and also what is not working. And that's why patents and intellectual property is quite, it goes into the same subject. But everything, patents, copyright, and intellectual property goes way further than we always thought. And like they try to make easy confusions with the coronavirus at the moment to claim that, yeah, there was a patent in 2015, but it's not the patent that we have actually about coronavirus. This, of course, is completely bullshit. It's like to say the Apple iPhone is different from the Apple iPad. They are from the same company. They have the same patents. And you can't just separate these two and say this one is this and this one is that. But some stuff, as they say, it is more like something they have escaped. If there is something, of course, in life, there is no virus whatsoever. And of course, if there is something, there is something done in the laboratory and have a patent. For 200 years, living organisms have been excluded from patent law. And in 1980s, they changed to be able to patent even living organisms. But you will see how it works and how they can fake it. But to say there was just one in 2015 is not true because there are many coronavirus patents out there. But we have to know that once somebody have declared one patent, the next ones will always uh, be linked to at least linked to the first one. So the virus itself, it can't be patent. Yeah, it is only the name that can be patent, and that is exactly why all these patents goes together, because they, as long as they have the same coronavirus patent in it, they have the same name, and they go into the same basic patents where you can have different, let's say, license of it. But soon as it is patent, so nobody can just find something and claim he have find a new coronavirus without agreeing with the first one who have the patent of it. And of course, the ones who say Bill Gates have nothing to do with this coronavirus, here is the patent is registered to their one of their companies under their foundation. But to more comprehend how it really works, so if you have an idea, you give a name, and you need the inventor, if he is quick enough to put the patent in, then the invention is his. Or if somebody else take it, like Edison, Tesla invent the ball, and Edison have the patent of it. So this is how it works, and we will see how far this can really go. So the patent or the intellectual property, somebody creates something. Say he have a certain idea. So he put the description of the idea on a paper. He give a name to it, and then it will be patent. And there is an owner, and this will usually go back to the author. And then you have the right to claim the copyrights of this patent. But he is not the patent of the idea. He is only the patent or the owner of the patent. Yeah? And this is very important to comprehend. So this doesn't go into the same. But once you have the patent, you have the authority to say what is okay or what is not okay. What happened with this patent? So if somebody copy the thing, you can say you have the first patent of it. So you can provide a license, like a driver license or whatever license, or you can refuse, and if they abuse it, they have to pay a fine, or even can go to jail. Like Apple have 1 billion fine for patent infringement. This is how it works. If Apple use something from another company and they didn't pay the intellectual property or the patent, then they don't have the license and they can get punished. So if you have the patent, you have to pay to the patent office. Yeah. So you are remain the owner of the patent, and you have to pay every year, and you have to pay in every country every year. And this is a lot of money. So if you don't have the money, uh, I mean, somebody get the money, yeah. But if you don't pay, then the owner gets back, and then the patent is owned by the ones above. Yeah, let's say above. We will see later. So you have the owner who have intellectual property. Some guys who get money, and of course they are the thieves, because they already they invented already. They have the intellectual property of making patents. Yeah, so they have the copyright. Nobody can copied it. And if we see what copyright is really, yeah, this is the crown, of course, no matter how they are represented today. But these are the ones who own already the patent office, yeah. So they're even the better thieves than anyone else. So further on, we have, like we have Ebola virus. Yeah, is a patent. We have Zika is a patent. Swine flu, AIDS, and even the cancer cure. So this is very important also, and it's very a heated subject. Cure means care. Heat, yeah, is not for healing. None of these patents are there to heal. Yeah. This is to make more money, and we will see also. So cancer is not an illness. Yeah, cancer is a patent. Of course, people get scared as soon as you tell them they have cancer, so they do not longer think, and people say, "Yeah, but there is what it is, yeah," because there are things around. Well, they are tumors, and now you will see the importance of the words change everything in all this. First of all, if you think that you have the cancer, um, then you just have to care of something, but you will not heal. Yeah. So tumor is a condition of being swollen. Yeah. So of course, to get tumors, you have to eat bad, you have to stress, you have to fear, you have to drink bad, and so on, and the inflammation comes up in the whole body. So now to see why cancer is not an illness, but cancer is the treatment of it. Yeah, it is surgery, is chemotherapy, it is radiation, and just to make it very clear, Seer is another daughter of Nyx, the goddess of night. Ser is the goddess of violent dead. Yeah. So if you have cancer, you're gonna agree to die under a violent dead. This is very perverted idea, but this is what it is. Cancer is not an illness. Cancer is a patent, and you agree with the patent, and you get the license to get killed under a violent dead. And that's why people are going in jail. Yeah, if somebody tries to cure cancer, a healer, uh, he have to pay fine. He have to go to jail, no matter what. Yeah, because they all try to cure cancer. But it's a patent. It is not an illness. And that's why people go to jail, because they are abusing the license of cancer. The cancer is the cure. It's the chemotherapy. It's all that bullshit and dying on the violent dead. Yeah. So it is not what people call today the treatment of cancer from cannabis or marijuana. This is bullshit. Yeah. This is complete bullshit. This is not healing. Yeah. Healing is something completely different. What cannabis does, it puts you in a state of being that your body and your mind is not spinning around. So you eat better, you don't stress, you don't get scared, you don't fear. So your body can heal itself, because the body does heal itself. It's never something outside that will heal your body. This is the basic. And that's why people go to jail too, because once again they try to heal or treat the cancer, but they don't have the patent of it, and they go twice to jail because they use a plant named cannabis, but a herb doesn't have a name. If we don't accept the name of the herb, so if you get arrested with some so-called cannabis, never call it cannabis, never call it marijuana. A plant is a plant. There's no it's now not illegal to have any plant or herb. Yeah, and it's not, nobody went to jail because they heal a tumor with herb oil. But it's the same what the people call to heal with cannabis. Yeah, but if you heal it with cannabis, then you go to jail. So this is only about the patents. It's all about the patents. But this is just the beginning. So we have relativity uh, claimed by Mr. Einstein, who is just a very good thief. Yeah, because the invention or the theory of relativity doesn't come from him. Yeah, but of course they was good friends, and this is not the only reason why. In June 2002, Einstein received a letter he had been impatiently waiting for. It's not that they call him. A positive answer regarding his application to be a technical expert class 3 at the Federal Office of Intellectual Property in Bern. So, also known as Patent Office. 1 month later, he was examining inventions submitted for the patentability and the brilliant concept of special relativity occur in 3 years later. Yeah, wake up, people. This is how they work. This is how they operate. This is not the smartest guy. It's just the smartest thief. But patents and intellectual property goes way further. Yeah, we know, everybody knows Monsanto, and they are not about food, health, or the only hope, but it's all about technology. So it's not only about the herbicide and the GMO. They also have seeds, and the seeds are intellectual property of Monsanto. So, a simple example, you have two fields. One, you have a simple farmer, and on the other side, you have Monsanto seeds. So, if one single seed of Monsanto finds itself on this side, everything goes to Monsanto. Everything what was collected on this field will go to Monsanto because they have the intellectual property of their seeds. This is how deep this bullshit goes, and this is only because the seeds are patent. This is only because we allowed this whole thing to happen about this whole copyright and so on. And I was part of it with the music, with the copyright, and so on. And when they told me, yeah, you have to protect your songs. This is what they told you when you have to make your copyright. But in fact, copyright is the right to copy. So if you declare your songs, then you give the right others to copy you. If you don't declare them, they don't have the right to copy. this is this is how twisted all this shit are. And it's not only with music, but it's also with books, it's also with movies, it's with poems, with pantomimes, with art, with dance or dance moves or forms, with even drawings and so on. You can all patent them. Even a compilation, and not only music compilation, but if you compile art piece and music together, then you can patent this compilation. And of course, codes or compilation of codes or programs. This can be copyright, so it's just a subscription, patent office. Then you get the patent, or you have subscribed the thing under your name. And then you have the copyright on it, and you get from the copyright, you will get some money. And of course, this is why people do it, yeah, because they think this is the only way you can get money from people if you make anything and you declare it and so on. So we also have the trademarks, meaning the logos and the names that goes with it. So these are trademarks, and also they have to pay every year in every country. Yeah, so it's a already huge business. But what is concerning us personally the most is the intellectual property of the legal name, because we are not the name is not our name. And already, if you have a certificate, then it's only a merchandise need a certificate. Yeah, it's not a declaration of birth. And well, we don't have the authority about the legal name, because the legal name was given up by our parents to the administrators, and we are not the owner. We are only the title. Well, we are the owner, yeah, but we are the title holder. We are the owner of the title, not the name. This is the whole difference, yeah. So property means the right to use, yeah, only the right to use. So it's not our name, but it is the legal name, and we are just the title holder of this name. And that makes the whole difference, because if we claim it is our name, then we are already completely wrong. If we use, it is illegal to lose a legal name. That's why we are already corrupt if you use a legal name within the system, because it is not our name. And to claim something that is not us, it is fraud. And that's why we commit fraud as soon as we use the legal name. But the whole government is on the intellectual property, politics, the law, banks. You can't open a bank, and on a house you can put the bank on it and start to deal with money. Yeah, because you don't have the intellectual property, you don't have the patent and the license for it. This is the same. You can't reinvent politics, you can't reinvent government law, you can't print money as you wish. The whole science is on the intellectual property. You can't change it. The whole astronomy, astrology, physics, geometry, all religions, and chemistry, everything is under copyright. You cannot change it. You can make physics and change everything within the physics, but it's like going into a sandpit. And then within the sandpit of physics, you can change what is given by physics, but you never can go outside of the sandpit with physics and claim it is physics. This is, and you can change it. Yeah, you can only use it and make what it is within the whole thing. So yes, everything in the system is on the intellectual property. Every form, every line. Yeah. So the ones who claim the earth is a ball or the earth is flat, this is exactly the same illusion, because you need the Freemasons tool to make anything of geometry. You have the G here in it of geometry, or God, or whatever you want. Right. So every ABC 1, 2, 3 of every language is all on the intellectual property. Yeah, you can't reinvent the German language. So all this is on the intellectual property. You can change the 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, and claim that it is new. It is all on the intellectual property. The whole system is on the intellectual property, the law, everything. And you can't change it. Even in the birth certificate, and if you claim, but it's only because they all have names. And there is where we go to, yeah? It's only because all these different things have names and we accept the names of these things that they are property of intellectual property, like the herb and the cannabis. It's the same thing. And if we think that we are the name, then we are attached again to the whole system through the legal name. So can life be on the intellectual or be copyright? Yeah. The life itself, the system can be changed and is on the copyright. Uh, or I mean, the system can only be changed by the ones who make the system, not by others. And if we need a system, then we are just some robots with some master upon us. But life itself can't be copyrighted. They claim that they can copyright, but only the names. They only can copy the names to give us to think that the names are what it is. But the water though doesn't need a name. You can drink water without using the name. Yeah, you don't drink the name water, but you drink the water. It is the same for the nature. You can see it. Or how the nature is. You can breathe the air. You don't need to give a name to the air, and you don't need a name. So everything is easy to, or easy. It is not easy to let go, but if we don't let it go, then we will just be a stick in that system that is just twisting apart. So the thing is, there is all the land, and people say, "Oh no, they are owners. They own the land." But if the pirate steal you something, does it really own it? Yeah, is it really his only because he steals something and claim it is his? Even the earth, of course, the earth cannot be owned. Yeah, the earth never gives the consent to be owned. Only we get owned. Yeah, and it is up to us to let go this whole pyramid and to realize that we are like not even here under, and that all above is just the illusion. All there is the illusion. All these ones who participate in this whole illusion are just ego masturbating, and it's all patent. Everything is patent. You can't change it. Yeah. So it's up to us to realize that we are just trained robots with some master upon it, and that we just will pay, or go in jail if we don't agree with it. But all we can do is just giving up the name, yeah. And if we don't do it, all this thing will just get bigger, and it's up to us to unplug and to get back to life and turn the back to all this corrupt system. So no more patents, no more copyright, no more names. Thanks for watching, and see you again.